welcome to bhc-jesk versus Team Dynasty Lux. This is a tournament game taking place on February 11th of 2023. bhc-jesk, I do believe, at the 9 o'clock, and that means Team Dynasty Lux all the way down here at the 4 or 5 o'clock position. I think this is actually correct. But I'm going to have to carry on, and just assuming that I'm correct, looks like Lux is going to take a Peon Scout early on, and then he's going to continue on, hoping to find pay dirt at the 6 o'clock position, but it doesn't seem like that will be the case. As we can see up here at the 9 o'clock, it is indeed bhc-jesk, doing a very standard one barracks build. bhc-jesk hailing from Germany, Team Dynasty Lux from the US of A. Both players incredibly good. Jesk hasn't been seen around quite so often, but he is one of the greatest Warcraft 2 players of all times. And Team Dynasty Lux has been playing quite a bit more recently, so he is at the top of his game, easily able to defeat many of great players out there, really proven why he's in the Team Dynasty clan. Alright, it's going to be a barracks, kind of an odd wall off here. Here says 3 from UND3IO3P. Maybe that's a smiley face with a 3, perhaps. I'm not entirely certain. But it does seem like this barracks is a bit out of place, as Team Dynasty Lux doesn't seem to have much to follow up with it. Maybe he just wants to divert his opponent's attention for a bit and give himself a little bit more time before he cancels this barracks. Or will he? He's just got a few moments left, and he does indeed cancel that barracks, and then moves on to the gold flow. But bhc-jesk far too Johnny on the spot to be taken by such antics. A peon defense squad ready and able to take out his opponent. Meanwhile, down at the 4 o'clock spot, Team Dynasty Lux is getting that interior catapult, in which he will hopefully, for him, be able to fend off the grunts, which bhc-jesk will surely send his way. And there's the interior barracks. No attempt to chop out, so we can safely assume that it's going to be a catapult being produced there. And there's the lumber mill. So he's going to send his grunts in a kind of a roundabout way. He's hoping that his opponent will spend his forces attacking the exterior of his base, and his grunts could sneak by and then maybe deal some damage at the vulnerable interior of bhc-jesk's base. But this is not the case, as bhc-jesk scouting out the 2 o'clock position and just happens to see the grunts coming up that way. Not such a dire situation for Team Dynasty Lux, however, as he does indeed have a catapult ready and waiting to fend off these grunts. So the grunts going to try to make a bit of a scout out, but they're not going to find a whole lot of information. So they're going to turn right back around and run right outside the catapult's range. Looks like the early game is going to come to an end, and the mid game is now officially started, as bhc-jesk has put it up to tier number 2, as well as Team Dynasty Lux. Both players going to make that dash towards bloodlust, as neither one of them wants to be too far behind the other in the race for bloodlust. Big shout out to Duda Curtin for hosting this tournament. You can find all of these Warcraft 2 games at Noob Nico's Twitch TV. But wait, here's a huge peon exodus from his base. Is he going to use these peons offensively? Or perhaps he's going to set up an expansion. It is indeed an offensive play from bhc-jesk as he's putting down 2 goblin alchemists. Soon to be decided is this game, as both players have been playing perfectly, but bhc-jesk has decided to put it all on the line. He wants to smash down the front door, blast through that barracks and blacksmith, and then use his grunts to penetrate the defenses of Team Dynasty Lux. This is an all-in maneuver, for if it is scouted and correctly defended, then Team Dynasty Lux will have such a great advantage. bhc-jesk most likely will not be able to come back from it. Only level 4. You're gonna really need to have a strong showing from these grunts. Doesn't want to waste a single grunt, as 6 ogres is already enough to defend off most all grunt assaults, and he's going to lose a few grunts. This does not bode well for bhc-jesk, as he's invested so much into these goblin sappers and now has lost his assault forces. So even if he is able to bust in that front door, doesn't seem like he's going to be able to deal a whole lot of damage, as it was an ogre chop out from Team Dynasty Lux, and now the sappers have been scouted. This spells curtains for bhc-jesk, as his sappers quickly have been eliminated, his alchemists discovered, and now tier number 3 underway from Team Dynasty Lux. What a great play from Team Dynasty Lux to choose to chop out and do a bit of an ogre rush rather than going straight towards Bloodlust. He's going to catch bhc-jesk quite off guard here and terminate his chances in this tournament. I guess that's what happens when you put it all on the line. But sappers are such an interesting play. It's always nice to see bhc-jesk come out of retirement to play in these tournaments, and especially when he uses such style as goblin sappers. Even though it doesn't work out all the time, still very entertaining to witness. So now Team Dynasty Lux is up at barracks, is ahead in the technology game, and now he's got a harassment catapult making its way to the bottom of this 9 o'clock position, where it should be able to score a few peon kills and further divert bhc-jesk's attention from his economic game and technology game, and further increase Team Dynasty's chance of catching him off guard with the first initial Bloodlust Ogre army assault. So attacking at the front door, even though Lux has taken a defeat here at the front door, his catapult still continues to barrage the gold flow. And it looks like bhc-jesk might be a little too preoccupied with this assault to notice that the catapult continues to rain down balls of fiery fury. Okay, that catapult has been cleaned up, but it was an excellent distraction, and now the bloodlusted ogre army assault comes. Talrand in this tournament as well. Once again, I'd like to mention that you can watch many of these games streamed at Noob Nico's Twitch TV channel, so get out there, check it out, and make sure you guys play Wiki Warcraft 2. So here's that bloodlusted army ogre assault, and he's gonna knock right on the door and knock the door down, and then proceed to bust in the base of bhc-jesk, Jesk is no noob, was able to fend it off, but he's still very far behind. And now Team Dynasty Lux is bringing a Death Knight along to the party. Right, Jesk has set up an expansion, but he's really been up against the ropes ever since Team Dynasty Lux was able to thwart his Goblin Sapper play by doing an Ogre Rush and a quick chop out rather than proceeding right towards Bloodlust. Bloodlust has now arrived for bhc-jesk, so he could potentially pull himself back into this game. But here's a nice Death and Decay from Lux. Not able to completely eliminate all the peons, but still getting enough kills to put bhc-jesk a bit further behind than he once was, which he was behind earlier. Alright, the gold flow is pretty good from Lux. Meanwhile, not a whole lot happening at bhc-jesk game. This is going to have to be a G, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Tune in next time if you want to see more incredible Warcraft 2 action. Don't forget to check out the Noob Nico's Twitch TV feed. Don't forget to check out as well U83 IO3P's Warcraft 2 channel. I know you already have. And don't forget to remember the greatness of the X-Man Earth, as well as the greatness of TerrorCon from Clan Absolute Synergy. Alright, DJ Boss whispering some stuff in Polish. I think he's trying to say that Justin Schmidt is the greatest Warcraft 2 commentator of all time, bar none, but couldn't quite understand it because it was in Polish, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he was trying to say. Here comes the nail in the coffin, but no, bhc-jesk still able to hold on, and it might actually clean up this attack with the greatest of ease, even able to get the DK. And that's going to leave bhc-jesk with not a whole lot there to put that nail in the coffin. So Team Dynasty Lux is going to have to come up with a better strategy. Looks like he's trying to take this 12 o'clock position, but bhc-jesk already had an ogre there. Ooh, Team Dynasty Lux has really been able to sprawl out on the map. Those two temples there will give hasted DKs an opportunity to run across the board and get that touchdown Death and Decay that he really wants to get. And is this going to be the final nail in the coffin? As there's no DK there to defend the 11 o'clock position. And that DK is GG, says Tsav. And LOL, as he needs to destroy this farm to get the DK in there. And does he get the touchdown Death and Decay that we all expected? Here comes a hasted DK, looking to put a dent in that economy. And there's no ogres there to prevent it from happening. So here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the final nail in the coffin. A lot of peons tried to be saved, but still only 5 peons now mining from bhc-jesk. And this 5 o'clock and 3 o'clock are mining quite heartily. So this is going to be a win for Team Dynasty Lux, who has started with an early lead by chopping out and doing an ogre rush, just perfectly countering that Goblin Sapper play. and then continuing to build upon his lead, using his Death Knights to kind of contain his opponent. And then here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now there is no economy for bhc-jesks. Meanwhile, still not a single death and decay or any kind of ogre harassment has been done to any kind of the mining of Lux. So Lux is gonna take it. Let's go ahead and look at some of the... Oh, there it is. GG, ladies and gentlemen. Wiki Warcraft 2. Peace out, homies.